Hey, welcome to and welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Cartel. You all know who I am. I am Sloan of the Cloud Cartel, and thank you for joining me on another Friday show. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody for taking the time out on your Friday night to come spend time looking at this ugly mug. And it's going to be an interesting show tonight. I know the description was a bit ambiguous. But I thought we'll have some old school fun. So before we go any further, we should have a quick run through chat. I know we've only got a couple of us in tonight, which is good. We've got Further Strode in. He's going to catch the replay. We've also got me. We have the Vaping Snowman. We have Free Rider Vapor. We have Vapor Queen Becky, as always. And we have Mr. Dean T. So thank you, everybody, for coming in the show. Straight off the bat, I just want to let you know, if any of you guys are looking for some fucking strong coffee, you can head over to this company, skullcrushercoffee.com. Their logo is fucking strong coffee. If you like strong coffee, cold brew coffee, aged whiskey barrel coffee, any coffee shit, and they've got awesome merch, you can head over to skullcrushercoffee.com/Cloud Cartel official page, and it'll get you 10% off any order you make. So I thought it's worth sharing that forward to you. And we've also got Vaping Jedi. You're right, Josh. Hope everything's doing well. So yeah, you can head over to Skull Crusher Coffee and get yourself some lovely jubbly coffee. Before we go any further, I thought we'll just quickly get it out of the way. We'll have the buffet. That still makes me laugh. I still don't know why I picked that one, but yeah, well, oh, Vapor Queen Becky's changed her picture. I thought that was someone new, and I was, oh, blimey, who's that? Right off the bat, we have the Ripsaw on the Suicide side-by-side thing, however you want to call it. Inside that is, we've got some Black Bess by Black Rose Elixir. We've also got the Nightmare 25 on the ever-deteriorating heavy hitter, which was originally all black, but has now turned into this. Inside that, we have some passion fruit and pineapple by Frank. Sorry, this light is really bright. By Frank and Atticus Squared. Finally, we have the Truss inside the billet box with a new little button. Quite enjoying that. From got that over Obey Robots. And inside that is the Cucumber Cooler by Tropic Kings. I love that in that billet box. Can't vape in anything else. Oh, we got the one and only Tribal Buddha in the house as well. You all right, Tribal? Hope you are doing well. And to drink, as always, load of water. So hope you lot are staying hydrated. And as Kent would say, stay hydrated, hydro homies or something like that. I'm going to have to get someone to do me a little bumper for that. Right, we might as well go straight. We're only 7 minutes in and we've already done the buffets and everything like that, so we might as well get straight into it. The episode is called The Writings on the Walls. I've been having a bit of a think and a look through what's been going on in the background. Oh, we got Chris Doyle in the house. Hello, mate. Like the undercurrents in the vaping world, UK only, really. And it seems like the tide is turning. I've been speaking to a lot of shops and that in the area that I work and people that I know in the shops. And it seems to be that people are starting to move off disposables, which in my eyes is incredible. We all, especially Phil in particular, had an absolute hatred for disposables. We won't go down that route about talking about whether they're necessary or not, because we've already had that discussion a million and one times. But it seems to be a lot of people now that are on disposables are now moving on to pod systems, or I've known a few people Oh, Chris has got the weekend off. Good. Hope you can have a good one, mate. A lot of people are moving off them and going into other pod systems. And I spoke to a lot of people that started on disposables and realizing that they're going up in price. And now moving on to a lot of them have gone out and bought a Pulse. I've actually had to install some coils for some people that went from smoking and have been on disposables for well over a year. Fletch in the house. Hello, Fletch. That have predominantly just done disposables for convenience and have come to me and said, I've bought this thing. Can you help me? We're only in 3 or 4 people that have come to me, but it made me think that the tide is starting to turn. I think I wouldn't go down the route of saying hobbyist vapors, but I think a lot of these people that have been on disposables are now realizing, because especially with the Boro world where everything's getting smaller rather than carrying around big mods and that, everything's gone smaller and more compact, that people are realizing that you can get more bang for your buck if you spend that money at the beginning. Mr. Scott Woods in the house. Hello, mate. My family are doing great. They're not with me tonight, so we'll give a quick shout out to my son Cairo, who is watching me at the moment. Hello, little man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just threw me massively. That people are moving away from it. It's a good thing. I wouldn't, as I was saying, I'm not saying a hobbyist side, but understanding that you put a little bit of time into learning just a little bits, like obviously like installing the coil. When they realise you don't have to reinstall coil every time, and once you show them how to wick, it was like, oh, is that it? Like, yeah, that's literally it. And this packet of cotton will last you a month, 2 months, 3 months, and it's cost you £7 rather than £5 every time you want to get one. Because I know a guy that was doing the disposable a day, so that's £5 a day for him. And they're changing, and apparently it's happening in quite a lot of areas. And I think that's always that can also be the contributing factor of the commercialization of Boro style devices. I wouldn't say the Boro well, because it's not. It's its own thing. Like the vessel, which you have the tank already attached to the bridge, and it's literally like just pulling apart an RTA, screwing it in, and just sticking it back on. That side of it, I feel like the all-in-one Boro is like the one that I'm not going to try and say again. Well, I am. A temporal, I think I got it right that time. Stuff like that is coming out, and now Bogan's come out with a stubby with, it looks like an elongated Ponty in it, with like the wick cable wicks into the juice well. They've seemed to be coming, stuff like that are coming out, and I think people are slowly starting to move into that world. Oh, we got the one and only in, Mr. Mike Haynes. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for spending time with me. I know you're a very, very busy man. We've also got Nat Rid Warhammer in. Hope you are doing well, mate. Yeah, I can see the tides are turning, and I'm really happy that we're going down this route. Not from a business side or anything like that, just to get people off those bloody disposables. Speaking to a couple of people that I know that are using them, and it was, oh, it's only 2%. It's not. They don't understand how they work. When you see 2%, and I was the same until someone explained to me. It was actually, I think it was Phil that explained it to me, what the 2% meant. I just thought, oh, it's just their version of saying low. But no, it's like 20%, 20 milligram or something like that. That is actually really high nicotine. And I think once you explain it to people, they understand that, yeah, I mean, it may be a fiver, but it's a hell of a lot of nicotine, and it's not going to do you any good. You're better off spending a bit of time and a little bit more money for the longevity of it. Like, for instance, what a disposable is going to last you a day, 2 days max, or 3 days if you vape it slowly. That's a hell of a lot of nicotine to start with, and then you just got to bin it. you get the Ponty or whatever ones you want to get, buy a pack of cotton and coils. Yeah, it might cost you £120 max, but then that's you done. The only thing you need to buy is liquid. I've had this bottle for how long do you think? About 3 months, 2, 3 months. I'm about halfway through, and this gets vaped all the time. When I'm at home, this is what's in my hand, nothing else. And I'm barely going through liquid on like 20, 22 watts. So buy your liquid and you're sorted. I like the way that this is going. This is just me preempting what the fuck I think is going to happen. Mr. Jimmy James in the house. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing good. That's just a massive prediction for me, but it's just the way I see things are going that I think it's all going in the right direction. To back this up, I decided to have. Well, I didn't decide. I was looking at the Vapor Expo Instagram because they said they was going to tag me in some posts and that, so I started following them, and they're advertising cloud comps. There is going to be an old school cloud comp at the expo. As long as I've been vaping, I have not seen a cloud comp. I've only seen them on the old local vape videos or like Grim Green's old videos of when they used to go to like the big vapor expos and shit like that. You'd see the old videos of people doing mass cloud comps. They've come back. This is the first time I've seen it come back. And that's including the American ones. That's including the German one. I didn't see anything advertising cloud comps. There might have been little ones like at stalls. But generally, snooze comps are messy. Hello, Mowgli. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it seems to be that we're trying that the expo as well is I think listening to what people have said and are going down that route of people are pissed because they've paid money to come to the expo and all they're getting is 90% disposables. Maybe the little modders corner and about 4 of the liquids in the middle. I'm really happy with how this is going. And on top of that, they've just released that they're because obviously parking was like £25 for the day. They've just put up that they've slashed the prices of parking, trying to get more people back into the expo. Because I think they realised what the expo was actually for. It wasn't for just selling fucking disposables. It was so you can go and see people with like 5 or 6 stacked mechs, blowing clouds, go and look at the new mechs, new RDAs, RTAs, coils, all that stuff. It's not to do with these money grabbing pod system people that have 30 grand to throw down on the store that just has been taken over. And it's mental because I never expected them to listen. And I know that a lot of the expos, not the Vapor Expo in Birmingham, let's say all the other vape shows around the world are still sticking to that. And I know that the Americans have sort of dwindled it in with the old the cannabis expo things. That's the cannabis and vape show. In the UK, it was just mainly disposables. What it has been the last 3 I've been to. I'm optimistic that I think this is going to be are there codes for free tickets for Expo? Mike, email me. I've got a link for you. You can come in under mine. I've got a link for you. So just drop me an email. Drop me a message on Instagram or something. I'll send it across. What was I saying? Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be back to the old school, as they would say, of vaping. And I'm hoping that the world are looking, and if this goes as well as I predict it to go, I think people are going to start following suit. Because we need to bring back the expos for us. It wasn't for disposables for all the other shops that want to sell disposables for quick cash grabs. And I know I have free tickets, mate. But anyone can get free tickets. Oh, I didn't know they were handing out free tickets. Well, there you go. Mike knows where to get free tickets as well. Yeah, what I saw the other day. Get them. Hang on, Fletch. Cartel, get down Cloudies. He got 33 tickets. What was I saying? Yeah, I went into a corner shop today and they were selling a disposable for £15 for a disposable. I just thought that was a ridiculous price for a disposable. You can head over to that Washington Vapes and get them for $1.99 if you so mean to. But £15. So I was just in the shop and another guy that owns it. And I was like, "You've got loads of these new disposables. How much are they?" He goes, "Oh, those ones are £15, and the cheapest one was $7.99." I was thinking, fucking hell, it's probably cheaper to go out and buy like one of those smock baby beast tanks, because I think they're probably about £15-16 now because they're so old, and you get a better experience of it as well. And they had a bottle of nasty juice. You must have seen them. They're like the little tins, and they've got 4 10ml bottles in. So that's 40 mils. They were selling it for 38 quid. He goes, "Oh, yeah, they go all the time." 38 quid. Is thinking central London is not the place to be a vapor if you haven't got access to the internet. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. But yeah, sorry, that was a mass tangent. But as I said before, I feel that the writings on the wall is that expos anyway. I'm not saying shops. I don't think shops are going to go that way. Hip hop, I hope you're doing well. I think shops are a bit different, but the expos as a whole are moving away from the whole disposables taking over. They're still going to be there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're going to turn up and there won't be any fucking disposables. There's going to be shitloads of disposables. But the way that the floor pan looks, they're all in one section in the corner. They're not just taking over fucking everything. So hopefully, if any of you guys have come to Expo, it'll be interesting to see how everyone finds it. Scott's saying it had to change it. It would die on its ass if I didn't change. I think this one will be a corner turned. I really hope so. I have a really good feeling about this, and a couple of people have messaged me about who's coming, and I've just had another look, and the sort of people that they're adding on are the sort of people you are going to want at an expo. So I'm really happy with the. Well, I'm saying I'm happy. I'm happy at the moment. The way I feel it's going, we might get there and we're all shoved in the corner and disposables have taken over. But by the looks of it, because they're doing this whole made in England thing, where all in the modders gallery, so it's going to be, what was it, 30, 35, 40 of us that are all in the modders gallery in the made in England section. So I'm just running through it quickly now. We got Rebel and Bogan back, and the Vaping Bogan's back. Doozy Liquids, Dino Sauce, who I still haven't got to meet, but he seems like an awesome dude. Vape Distillery, we got Big V, Mellow Fog, I've never heard of. Me, Scott, Asian Kitten, Dr. Vapes, who's always going to be there. We've got Overkill as well. There's so many like good companies. Black Rose are going to be there, obviously. Coil Benders, I think they're always at them. But there's better names rather than these Chinese disposable names that you read and you're like, what the fuck is that? So hopefully we can only hope. We can only hope at the end of the day that it's going to go the way we want. But the writings on the wall says you heard it here first. It's going to change. Now, hopefully, if it goes as well as everyone says it's going to go, because they're handing out tickets left, right, and centre. They're half the price of car parks. I think they're trying to get more people in because not that it's because it's going to be crap, but I think it's going to be epic. They've got fairground rides now. They've got bumper cars. I think they're trying to make it a lot bigger than they ever thought they could make it. If you want it bigger, employ me. I'll give you the best expo you've had. That's a shout out to the expos. Employ me and I'll do it for you. But Yeah, no, that literally was really what I wanted to talk about. And I want to get your guys' opinion. Do you think that this one's going to be better if you guys have read into any of it or have heard what people are saying? Because I'm hearing nothing but fucking excitement for this. A lot of skepticism, but on the side of excited. And I know people like a mate of mine, Andy Jones, who was helping Bogan out on his stall. He's not going to come this year. This time, he was like, nah, because of the last one, I'm not taking the time to come down, not even for a free ticket. So I think they've lost a good customer of him because he would make he makes him a loads of money. That man can sell a dead rabbit for a lot of money. Peter 247, hello mate, hope you're doing good. I'm looking forward to it to meet Mike Haynes again because last time I think it was a flying hello, all of about 10 seconds. So I'm going to have a special seat for you at my stall, mate, on Saturday. So if you're there, come over. We'll have a good catch up. Right. That was my main topic. We got Stu repping. Hope you're doing well, mate. It's good to see you back. You've become a bit of a regular now, haven't you, mate? It's great to see you in. So what we're going to do, I don't think we have. Yes, I need a drink of water because I'm parched. So I'm going to run a quick advert break from my main man, Anthony Ramella. This is when I need Duchess to do that lovely spiel about Anthony Ramella, but I'll try and do it justice. If you're looking for any multimedia, which is adverts, logos, anything multimedia, head over to shakeandbakemedia.com. That is shakeandbakemedia.com, or go to @shakeandbakemedia, or you can talk to the man himself. I am _ Anthony Ramella. He is an amazing bloke. He's very talented, and he's done my intro. He's done Across the Ponds, both of them. He's done both Codename Wired. He's done the Green Room, Shed Time podcast, Friday Fallout. He's done as well, and he's done Josh's logo, Angela's logo. He's done pretty much everybody's logos. So please go and show him some love. And if you're looking for any sort of multimedia stuff, he is your man to go to. So, pardon me, drunk loads of water. Make sure you go show that man some love. Give him a like on the old Instagram, and check him out on Chris Vandal's YouTube channel for the Friday Fallout, one of the funniest fucking shows you can watch. So make sure you go from. It's not for the faint-hearted. They're quite close to the bone, but two amazing blokes. So make sure you go. Give them a follow. So we're just going to run through chat because I know people were saying stuff. Scott's done some lights and stands for Dino. So make sure you go and check out Dino Source's stall and go and see some of Scott Wood's work. We can also look at some here. Sort of stuff he does. So this is a Cloud Cartel atomizer stand. He done one for my giveaway as well. So make sure if you want any Atty stands, go head over to Scott SW Projects and go get some of those amazing stands done. Scott's he's also made some classy stands for Black Roads Elixir as well. You're all over the shop, mate. Peter, there you go. Peter would love a stand, so there's another one for you. There you go. Bloody hotels are very expensive. Can't find one. There is a lot on at the NEC. Looks like it's going to be up. It's going to be up and back in the day. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I'll be doing it this time as well because I can't afford a hotel room, and especially having a little one. So I'm going to be driving all morning. Because I need to be there for 8, so I'm coming from central London, so It's going to be a long journey there and a long journey home. So I think we finish at 8:30 at night. So it'll be no partying afterwards. It'll be all work. But if you're going to Expo, keep your eye out for my wife because she'll be walking around the Expo, live streaming the whole lot to my Instagram page. So if you see a short Asian lady with a phone on a stick, give it a wave because that will be my drone for the day. So she'll be live streaming everything for me. So if you give it a wave, and hopefully I'll save it and we'll upload it onto the YouTube as well, so you can watch it back if you see yourself. Then screenshot it, so you'll be enjoying that. Scott's looking for an Airbnb. Mike Haynes has Premier books, but looking to cancel. Yeah, I don't. They just get so damn expensive. I think the only way to get it cheap is to book it that year in advance, which I don't think would bring that price down too much more, but it might work out a bit better. Yeah, a Premier Inns is way out of reach. The one he stayed in last time is fully booked. Yeah, that's why I was like. That's why I thought, sod it, I'll drive. Even if we got one a little bit closer, I still would have had to have driven to the place. So that's why I thought, sod it, we'll just go early and come back. So yeah, I'm not staying. So hopefully you do find a decent place that you're not spending like £300 on, because it is Birmingham at the end of the day. Sorry for any of you that live in Birmingham, but I wouldn't pay £300 for a hotel in Birmingham. Oh, there you go. Scott, he's going to message you with some places. Right, we're going to go into a bit of an update. There's quite a few updates. Let me just see if I can get this up quickly. I should have done this before, but as you all know me, I don't get anything done on time. So hang on, I'll go back to where we was on. Right, a couple of updates for me. I have added 2 new coils on. They are interesting coils. So we've got the Cairo, which is named after my son, which is an MTL coil for any sort of single coil, Boro device, offset legs. Comes in at a 0.75 to 0.8. It's an absolute lightning in a bottle. Outstanding flavour from it. It's like a Fuse Clapton, but it's a bit different. So it's worth checking them out. So they've been added. They was added last week. And the Totter, which I am going to rename. It was an accident concept coil that turned out to be really good. It's a half stagger. That's coming in at a 0.14. They're proper flavour bangers as well. So they were added last week. They're going so well. So you head over there and grab your pair before I have to start backstocking them, because all my backstocking is going in half for Expo, half for the website. So little and often they're going on. But we are releasing some new ones as of Monday. We've got 3 new ones, which is taking it up to 13 different pairs of coils, which will be available from Monday. There's another variation of a 26 Alien. There's the new 27s. And we have series Aliens going on as well on Monday morning. So they'll be coming at a 0.25. Anything for your series builds needs. And I know, and I do apologise in advance that I have kept saying I'm going to add series, and I never did. Well, they are now. It was more because I done a lot of testing with them, because there's a lot more apps to them. I was just very worried about the integrity of the wire, high wattage, re-wicking, cleaning. So it literally means that I had to go through them a couple of times. I was washing them, cleaning them off, re-wicking. So I literally beat them for like a month, and one pair stood out, and we've gone for that. So they are the 3 new pairs of coils that will be added. But I can, sorry, Chris, finally series coils. We're waiting for a package to turn up at my photographer. It's taken 2 months, just over 2 months, for a package to get nearly there, get rejected and sent back. So this is second time. So can we all get our fingers crossed that this package is going to arrive so we can get some amazing photography done for it? Because you're going to be stuck with my pictures, which aren't very good. I can assure you. So we've got a very talented photographer. Once they come in, I'll ask him first, and I'll try and get him on the show because that'll be quite fun. So by the time Expo comes, there will be a staggering 18 different varieties of coils available. So I'm adding only 2 more until Expo, and then Expo, it's going to be everything will be added on the day. So keep your eye out. I am doing special deals for Expo as well. I've gone all fancy. I can take card payments now on in person. So if you come to Expo and you only bring your card, that's not a problem. Card, cash, whatever. There will be special discounts as well. But on the day, there will be 18. The line will include 18 coils. Make a huge single coil with 22 and 26 camphor. Yeah. So the ones that'll be added is a new variation of 26, a 27, and a Series 28s. I'm really enjoying the Series 28s. I've had to squeeze them in an RDA because I don't have an RDA big enough, and they've come out great. I'm really enjoying them. So I hope you do too. I'm also adding a special feature as well. I'm now doing a custom service. That will be going up on Monday on the website. I will take custom built coils I will create custom coils for you. Fucking hell. I will get my words out at some point. Custom coil service. I do provide it in the shops that I stock, but I've never actually done it for the website. But I will tell you now, if you ask me for a 0.05 coil, I will tell you to fuck off. I'm only taking coils that I deem to be safe, or unless you answer a various amounts of questions I will ask you, because 0.05 is not safe, and I'm not going to be held responsible for stupidity. So what it will be is there'll be a part on the website that just says custom coils. All it will do is you'll click on the button, you fill out what you want, and it will come through to me. My only thing with custom coils, you need to give me between 4 and 6 weeks, only because I do hold down a full-time job. I'm also doing these coils on my spare time, and I've also got a couple of other things going as well. But I will endeavour to get them out within the 4 weeks, but just a couple of weeks difference. So the prices will be a set price for the amount of wire used. So if you're going to ask me for like a 7-core stagger fuse Clapton, it's going to be more than if you ask me for a special variation of an Alien, if that makes sense to you. But it will all be on the website as of Monday. But that is a new service that I will be offering. They will be coming with the white labels, so there will be a special. They won't be in the normal bottles. Another great update. This has taken me 2 months to get. Finally, all my fucking labels have turned up. So if any person knows a UK company that do high gloss logos that don't take me 2.5 fucking months to get, 3 months I waited for the last set, send them my way, please. I'd rather give my business to someone that actually provides. They're great. The only problem is the quality of their stuff is amazing, but I shouldn't have to wait months and months for logos. Yeah, all right, okay. Yeah, KVTVs, new service, eh? Not with these Nashers, mate. I'll rip it apart. Don't Chris has got my 26 aliens in the ripsaw. They're fucking outstanding. I put up a build thing on the Instagrams in sections, and that was the 26 aliens. They're ripping in there. I love them. There's a new one of them they're going to be starting tomorrow. I've been trying to do a bit more building, so I'm going off on a tangent here, but this is just when it's fresh in my mind. I tried to do build streams, and it never went well, and I had issues with technical shit that I can't get my head around. So I started doing them in sections on YouTube. What's it called? Instagram. And just putting them up in sections. Fuck, I forgot. Yeah. I hope you've been enjoying them, doing them a bit differently. Listen to a bit of music. I haven't been striked yet, which I'm happy with. But it's going to be my new way of doing little build streams. So next one is going to be the Squire that I'll be starting. I'll be doing that tomorrow morning. So that'll be going up. So it kept... was it my OCD is hurting anyone? Everyone has spanners except... Who doesn't have a spanner? See, I'm doing this through StreamYard, so I can't see who's spannering or not. Sorry, that doesn't sound right. I might get a... Oh, God, there's an echo. Who hasn't got a spanner? Oh, here we go. Scott, you're a moderator now. Oh, and do you know what? As we're here, Free Rider Vapor's got one as well. Anybody else? I'm handing them out like sweets. Stu Rep, mate, you've been here so many times, so you get one as well. Jimmy James hasn't got one yet. Mate, you're a moderator now. Peter hasn't got one. You've got one now. And Fletch. There you go. That should do everybody. So everybody should have a spanner now. Fucking hell, Jay. What have we missed? Got to shoot. Have an awesome night. See you later, Scott. Oh, good. They can make me micro aliens. Yeah. To be honest, I'm happy to do whatever, and I'm happy to do ribbon wire because I have been working in the background with a lot of ribbon wire. You guys might have noticed the last couple of weeks I've been really quiet on the old social Discords and actually interacting with people. Obviously, live stuff, uni stuff, all that crap I'm doing. But I've been working an awful lot with ribbon wire, trying to get it down. I've got to a point now where I'm happier to use it. There's not so ragey. So, yep, I've pretty much got a Fralian down and a couple of other special little ones that I will be adding to some the Cloud Pro line, but that's going to be next month because I'm still working on trying to backstock because all you lovely people buy my backstock before I can backstock for Expo. So it's a bit of a two-way street. Everything's coming and going so fast that I need to get on top of it. But we're all going in the right direction. Right. That's a little update on the coils. I didn't know whether I was going to do this. Oh, shit. Have I forgot something? No, let me go back into it. Hold your horses, people. Hold your horses. Oh, no, I've got to listen to my voice again. Dean, you ain't got one. Or the Vaping Snowman. What is this world coming to? Oh, no. Dean, you've got one. Vaping Snowman has got one. You should all have... You should all be... I'll leave that going in the background. So if anybody else missed... I'm sorry, put it in there. I've kept it up in the background and I'll carry on. He went down the frozen rabbit hole. Don't let him fool you. He belts, let it go like you wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I didn't know whether to decide to do this. I've had a long, hard think of it. I have started a Patreon. Before we go any further with this, is the Patreon was there. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I wanted to make sure that it was what I wanted it to be. I'll take you through it. It's nice and simple. What I'm going to do is share screen. Share screen. Where are we? Here we go. Hang on. Way! There we go. Right, so I decided to do a couple of tiers. This is not all vape related. So we have a couple of tiers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, that was really quick. They all come with special tiers. So we're going to have. So basically, the first one is sharing the love, and it is support my business as well as help grow the YouTube channel and squad discounts, access to one-off videos and content uploaded to the Patreon. So that will be a number one. Number two is you'll get Patreon only merch, which can be purchased from the Patreon merch store attached to the channel. Exclusive access to behind the scenes information about upcoming episodes. This also includes you guys choosing episode titles as well as special shout outs on the channel. You receive your own discount code for the Cartel website to use one a month. You'll also access a special Instagram page all about what I get up to, live builds of me coiling. You can be the Zoom room will be open every time that I'm out doing coils, so you can come jump in, have a talk. We'll be doing day in the lives as well as just personal shit. So we'll be talking about me, not just coils. The next one is an even bigger discount code. Once a month, it's even more exclusive Patreon merch, a special channel on the Discord. You get access to coils that will be released before they will go on general release. So you'll get first dibs on all the coils. You'll get the opportunity to put your name on Cloud Pro small batch coils before they're released, the ones that I only make 5 of. Also, what I'm going to do is that looks really small. I'm just seeing it now because I can't see my screen. I can only see that screen before. There's going to be recipes. A lot of people, especially in the chat and that, have messaged me asking me for the wife's recipes. So what we're going to add as well is basically recipes that have been handed down generations from generations in the wife's family. There'll be traditional Bengali curry recipes as well as British food and just stuff that we've made up that we eat if you fancy that. So we'll be able to help each exchange recipes because I know if you're anything like me, you love your food. There'll be digital downloads as well and fan requests. And the last tier, which I don't expect anybody to do, but it's the legendary status, will include a monthly meetup on Zoom. Talk about whatever you want. You can get inside information, everything that's coming up. You'll get a fucking stupidly good discount code and even more exclusive merch as a chance. And also, you get to design. I will design with you your own merch as well. With you keep your corn off my pizza. Yeah, you'll get a chance to design your own Cloud Cartel merch just for you. If you then want to sell it, if we then add it to, say, like the Teespring, you would also get a cut of that as well as being one of the designers as well. There's a lot more going to be added, but it's really weird. I don't like asking for money for people. It just feels really weird. I don't like shit for free. But I've decided to do this only because I want to grow this channel because it's not just for me. It's for you guys as well. It's your show as well. We want to upgrade some stuff and maybe some extra programs to make it all a bit more fancy. Because the fancies I've got at the moment, it's not even on here, is that little soundboard that I use for some of the other shows. The Patreon name is Cloud Cartel. I will put the link. Hang on, if I can. That probably would help if I put the link into chat. Copy. That's why you don't promote your Patreon. It's odd asking. I know it's so odd, but I've just done it, so I thought, well, I'll say it once. This is the only time I'm going to say it, and if people want to join, they can join. If they don't, I'm just as happy. So, yeah, thank you. What was I going to say? Yeah, I wanted to grow the channel, so I wanted to throw some money at it. I throw my own money at it. The coil money goes to it as well. That's literally what paid for this laptop, which was all the like freaking 9 months of profit went into laptop and then half a credit card. So yeah, it's just to help this channel grow, make it better for you guys, and make it more interactive. So it would be awesome if you could join, and that's the last I'm going to talk about it. Also, there's another thing that I've done. I won't say exactly what it is. I've started a new YouTube venture away from vaping, and it helps when you can, especially when doing reviews. Yeah, exactly. I've started a new YouTube venture on my own. I'm not going to say what it is because there's only one video and I want to do a lot more to it. But I've been working a lot on the other sort of stuff as well. So I don't just do the coils. I've been trying to work a lot on graphic design and composite photography, and decided to start a new YouTube channel. Nothing to do with graphics or that. So keep your eye out. I will be dropping a link in some point in the next couple of months once I get it all how I want it to look. Yeah. Another video of me on YouTube, which no one really wants to see. But no one would pay for an OnlyFans for this body of a dropped lasagna. So nobody wants to see that. That's another bit of news. Fatty's on a diet. So I've only been doing it a week at the moment. Lost £2. I think I just took something out of my pocket. That's why the scales went down. But yeah, I've decided to live the healthier life. So I've cut out all fizzy drinks, all crappy foods, living off grilled chicken and vegetables. So hopefully this will start to slim down, so it might be a bit easier on the eyes. I can't promise anything, but I will try. So if any of you guys are looking for that healthier life, you can head over to my Discord because me and Tobias are trying to shed some weight. And if any of you guys want to join us as well, because we got King Solo in there, he loves his gym and he's all up in it. So head over. You can join the journey with us. We talk about shit that we're eating. I knew it was bad when I had a dream about food the other day. So yeah, if you want to jump on that healthier life and lose a bit of weight of that, yeah, I've cut. I don't even touch sugar no more. The only sugars I have now is what's natural in the vegetables I'm having. So yeah, if you want to join the healthier life, thank you, Chris. This is why I love Chris. He's just poised and ready for everything. That is, if you're watching this on replay, down in chat, click that link. That is for our Discord. It's a great place. We always have a good laugh. We're always there for each other. And the healthier lifestyles down the bottom of the thread. Come get involved. We're always there to help each other out. So come on this journey with us. My plan is I want to lose 6 stone. So it could get interesting. I might start eating my own hand because I am absolutely starving pretty much all of the time now. So and I've had my barnet cut, try and shed a couple of pounds before I got on the scales. Didn't make too much of a difference. But that's another bit of news for you. And also, if you want to get involved, we have battle trips coming up on the 10th of September, which is on the Dripper Labs website. I know it's a Saturday it's on. If you like battleships and you want to watch it done with vape liquid, you can head over to Dripper Labs on the YouTubes, and if you go into their Instagram page, they'll have all the links in there. Basically, me and Nick from Dripper Labs have created a liquid, so we both come together. Will eating off the hand be on OnlyFans? If so, draw the link. Yeah, so we both created a liquid with 4 concentrates and then sweetener, and we have to guess what flavor liquid is in there, what flavor concentrate, and the percentage of those concentrates, and the percentage of sweetness in there. You can play at home. If you head over to Dripper Labs and search for Battle Drips number 2, this Battle Drips #2, it'll come with mine and Nick's recipes. They're the logos. Mine is called Arse in the Sand, Volume 1. And Nick's is called Head in the Clouds. So look for those two. You can purchase a liquid, £5 each. You can then guess the flavors and the percentages and get involved by sending it. Follow the instructions on his website, and you can be part of the game as well. If you get it right, if you beat any one of us, you get a prize. So you could get something juicy in there as well, which will be quite good. No, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to get involved, because I can't taste shit, I'm not. I can just taste if I like it or not. I can never tell you what's in there. But if you would like to get involved, head over to Drip Labs. It's a tenner to play, and if you get it right, you could win like 20, 30 quid's worth of shit. So it could be fun, and you can watch me lose terribly. So I'm quite impressed with my liquid. It doesn't taste or smell like Mouldy Forest or Posh toothpaste. So in my eyes, that's a bit of a win. Right. I was going to do good news stories for you. I'll run the bumper anyway, but I've changed it up this week. Fucking hell, that was shorter than I thought it was. I couldn't find anything decent in good news stories, but I found an absolute fuck nugget. Check this out. I came across this. Share screen. Hang on. Check this absolute fuck nugget out. This fella decides to blow 4 of his teeth out of his head. Vaping. You think, okay, fair enough. What did he do? I won't tell you just yet because I know you can't see it. Have a guess how this man decided to blow half his mouth out. I'll take every suggestion in chat. I can guess one of you will guess correctly. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a hint. It's been fucking done before. And people still haven't learned. And it's down to the shops. Half right. But what was on the mech mod? Now that is the question. What was on top of the mech mod? Oh, too low on a mech? But what was placed on top of the mech, which he didn't know he was supposed to put on top of a mechanical mod? I'll let it run a little bit longer, and then I'll have to tell you. Exactly. This fuck nugget decided to put a sub-home tank on a mech mod that blew up in his mouth, losing his teeth. Exactly. Sub-home tank, mech, don't mix. I'm not going to go through the story because it is the same shit. He's purchased a sub-home tank and a mech in the same shop, not knowing that you can't put one on top of the other. I'm not being funny, but if you're a shop and sell mech mods and you sell sub-home tanks and someone goes, oh, can I have a sub-home tank? Or can I have, I can't even think of what, a Smock TFV 8 or whatever it is. And can I have that, was it heavy hitter mech? My first question would be, you ain't thinking of putting that on top of that, are you? And if he would have... and if he would have turned around and said yes, I'd be like, you can keep the sub tank, I'm taking the mech. Here's a regulated. I want I want to blame the shop, but it's both. It took me a long time, many, many years before I even laid my hands on a mech. And this dude has just gone and bought two things that don't go together. Pretty much blew half his mouth out. He admits that you shouldn't put a sub-ohm tank on that. He's found out afterwards that he shouldn't put a sub-ohm tank on top of a mech. But my question is, do you believe or do you think that shops, vape shops, that purchase mechs should have someone in store at all times that can advise and ask whether the user that is wanting to buy one knows what the fuck he is doing, or the shopkeeper knows what the fuck he is doing and can explain it to them and then say, do you still want it? Because I can guarantee you, if that was me in the shop and I didn't know a mech and a guy was going, right, Ohm's law, do you understand this? Do you know this about your battery? I'd be like, no. He'd be like, unless you know, you can't have it. Okay, cool. I'll go do my research. This guy's walked into the shop and bought both. Walked out, put them together, vaped it for a while, and then all of a sudden it's done that to his nashes. Oh, yeah, you come in at a great time, Phil. Yeah, so this guy's going to have quite a bit of dental care. I think he blew off a bit of his tongue as well, which is it's always fun. But Phil, right, you're in chat. I can ask you because you own a vape shop. If someone come into your shop and said, "Can I have this sub-home tank and a mechanical?" Would you ask? You ain't thinking about using them together, are you? Because that's what happened with this fella. And as you can see, I think he's going to struggle whistling. Yeah, thanks, Chris. He agrees the same. So if you're selling mechanical devices, someone in that shop needs to know about mechs, needs to understand the mechanics behind a mechanical mod. If someone comes in and wants to buy a mech but don't know it, there's someone there that can fucking explain it to them. They barely have competent personal with the basic knowledge in the US. It looks like a position promote sales. Yeah. Same with disposables. Sorry, Phil. I had to use that word. We'll talk about it earlier on. But yeah, I'll take that picture off now because I don't think we want to sit here looking at that. But the good thing about that article, because it was a very long article. Oh, Stu saying none of the local vape shops around him sells mechs. I've got to be honest, there is quite a few that don't. But if you decide to, you need to fucking know what you're doing. You really do. But the good thing about that article was at the end, he stated he didn't know it wasn't the device, it was human error, which is a fucking godsend in a way that didn't blame vaping blew half my face off. And no, it wasn't. It's because you don't fucking understand. And I think that it does go into him explaining that they're not meant for each other and that he purchased it and it shouldn't have gone together like that. And then it was his own fault. But it could have gone a lot worse. So I know it's not good news at all, but it was news as well. But I just wanted to. It also took me into the realm of. I'm not. Oh, there you go. Phil said, "I don't sell anything mechanical. Never have. Never will. To be honest, I think it's part of vaping that is more specialized area." Exactly. But if you was to sell it, you would have to make sure that there was someone in the shop at all time that knows what they're doing, and that the customer knows. I think you'd agree with me on that. Yeah, that took me into a bit of a spiral thought when I saw it, thinking nowadays mechanicals are coming back in a way. 1 second. There you go. That's That's a prime example of what you should be doing. I'll actually put that up. If someone wants help, I'm not the person to ask because I don't use them. I'd help them speak to the right person. That's what you should be doing if you don't know, or there's someone in the shop that knows that can help. That took me in, as I said, to the spiral thing of thinking the amount of mechanicals that are coming out now, and especially there's an increase in low cost mechanical boro devices, like cheap, and it made me think: are we going to get an increase of accidents due to the fact that people are going to go out and buy one, not understanding the knowledge that needs to have behind vaping mechanical? And then it took me down another route of battery safety. I went, and my bum was tweaking from here to tomorrow because obviously you guys knew I had a battery vape on me on a regulated. Fuck if it vented on me on a mechanical. And for new vapors, I think it takes that one person, especially in the UK, that has a battery vent or go kaboom on them, that we're gonna take 10 steps back. But it just made me think that I think we may need to get a lot more ohms knowledge and battery safety knowledge out to the vape shops that are going to be selling them, or signposting to the correct videos, because I can guarantee you type in Ohm's law on the internet and you get a fuck ton of videos pop up. And when I was learning it, I watched a fuck ton of videos. Yeah, I know they're a tad safer, but there's still more chance of doing damage with that than, say, like a billet box or some other device they're going to put it in. Yeah, he studied mech use for 3 years before I got one. I think you're pretty much the same as me. I think I was a good 3 years. And there was only one video that helped me, which was the Bogan video, which was the last fucking one I watched. The Legion Vapes one was very good, but I needed it in the simplest English possible. Well, yeah. So I think the problem with Ohm's law, for me, anyway, is that people were trying to make these videos that oversimplified it, but that had the opposite effect. It just made it that little bit more confusing to understand. If you want a good understanding of Ohm's law, I can't remember the exact wording he's used. Watch my last episode with Duchess. Duchess explained Ohm's law in one sentence. And I wish someone had told me that sentence like 3 years ago, because I'd be like, sweet, I get it now. I completely understand it. I'll try and find it one day. I have a notebook full of notes just on Ohm's law, and it was just confusing the fuck out of me. So I think we do need to have some sort of even standardized literature that can be handed out to vape shops, just for people that are thinking about it, to say, read this. And that keeps it nice and simple for people. That's just me on a little tangent on Ohm's law. Right, what we got? Phil saying, I have people come in my shop where shops can't even tell them basic things like how to charge a basic integrated pod kit, let alone a mech. Trust me, I see that every day. Fuck. Battery safety is paramount on all devices. 100%. I think there should be a fine for people with unsafe battery wraps. Or it's just, I've seen some horrendous ones. Like, I remember a guy that was like, the only bit of like wrap that he had was the top bit that held the insulator tab, but you could put it off. So he would get his battery out, slide it on with the insulator on, and then put that in his vape. And then he had the other battery in his pocket that was completely bare. That made my ass twitch. Fucking. Trouble saying, I used standard mechs for almost 7 years before I even started using hybrids. As a vape shop owner, it is my responsibility end of to make sure they understand after that. It's down to them, obviously, but it's my responsibility. Yeah, I agree with that. I see a video of a guy who built a mod using a Pringles chew, then plugged it into a power socket. I wanted to slap that guy. Oh, if anybody thinks that battery venting and shit is not going to be that bad, just Google venting 18650s and you can see guys that do it like science experiment. It's not, it's just a couple of dudes in a garden. And mate, that after seeing that, I can guarantee you anybody's going to be lax with their batteries. Show them that video. It's like a minute long, and they will be there tediously going through their batteries, making sure that they're absolutely fine. For each mech that blows up, I can guarantee there's 100 more issues on integral batteries. Yeah. See, I've never had an internal battery. Never had an internal battery on anything. I've always had, but I've also. It was only literally about three years ago that I actually got a battery charger. I was charging it through the USB, micro USB on the front of the device, and it wasn't until someone was like, "Ads, you need to charge it on a battery charger because you'll get more charge out of it." And then, if you want a decent charger, get the Gyra Falcon 8-bay, outstanding charger. Mechs don't blow up unless people are careless. Exactly. Oh, he's here, the one and only Mr. Birdman. Can we all just say it's not a show without the birdie? So thank you, Birdie, for coming in. Stu saying I've seen things worse than a battery venting, but it's still terrible. iPhone plugs, USB sockets in the wall. Yep. That's why this Gyra Falcon thing, it's like the old charger, the X Star. Birdie's just finished his first coffee. Like the X Star charger comes with a little USB thing. And when I bought it, as Phil was saying, guy in the shop was like, just plug it into the side of your computer. Or use an old iPhone charger port adapter, plug it in the wall. And I done that for a little bit. Then I come to this Gyra Falcon that comes with an actual battery pack and an actual plug. And it's expensive. It's not expensive for safety, but 80 quid, I think mine was. Spend the money. It will do you justice in the long run. And you can trickle charge and everything on it. Seven Deuce says, bang mechs for years, no issues because I take care of my shit. Exactly. And plus, there's less likely to go wrong because it's like, fuck it, there's no electrics in there at all. It's all good down under. Good man, that's what I like to hear. Just remember, there are two different events on a battery. There is venting, which is the heating up, then releasing of gas. Then there's a thermal runaway wheeler. The cell explodes. I can't get it now because it just fucking drops shit everywhere. But my battery exploded, and it is one of the fucking scariest things you'll ever fucking see. See, Birdie's done a 5-stack, 21 volts and no problems. It's because you know what you're doing. Birdie, you probably missed it. We've just shown a picture of a guy after he put a sub-ohm tank on a mechanical device and lost half his teeth. But yeah, so I think I'm going to send an email to the UKVI, see if we can get something in place. Because obviously last week we spoke about the new leaflets that are going out to the NHS nurses and to patients. But I do think we need to do stuff for shops as well. Ohm's Law, battery safety, just a generalised leaflet that can be given to every vape shop, reputable vape shop, to have in their shops, to hand out to customers. So I do think it's something that needs. It's all well and good saying it, but actually having it down on paper, I think is the way to go forward. But found that video I sent you on Messenger. You put a 4 ohm coil in that. Bloody hell. Yeah, so that was the Darwin Award, should we say, for the show. That may be another section at some point, but That's why I come up, because there was no good news. It was all pretty pants. So now we're going into second to last section of the show, which is right. It's shout out time. First and foremost, I want to shout out my lovely sponsors, which is Phil and Chrissy over at the Vape Hut and Black Rose Elixir. Where is it? So we have Black Rose Elixir liquids. If you would like some Black Best Faust, I don't know why I said it like that, or Carmella, head over to Black Rose Elixirs and grab yourself some fucking amazing liquid. I'm still vaping through the last bit of mine. I savor it. Also, you can head over to their actual shop, the Vape Hut over Brights Path in Malden. Grab yourself some Black Best liquids. They also are the proprietor to the best cotton around, which is, you gonna dance for me? Sorry, Cloud9 cotton, the best cotton in the world. It is I've turned so many people onto Cloud9. Birdie got me onto Cloud9. It is the best cotton out there. Throw away your other cotton, get some Cloud9 cotton. So you can head over to the Vape Hut. They've got an online store as well. Phil, if you've got spare hands, can you chuck your links to your websites into chat so people can jump on there and get themselves some of that beautiful Black Rose Elixir and some Cloud9 cotton? Yeah, you won't be disappointed. I've turned Chris Doyle onto sideways onto Cloud9 cotton. Mr. Surug is on the Cloud9 cotton. Everybody's on the Cloud9 cotton. We need to get it out there. Time for me to make dinner. Have a great morning, noon, or night, everyone. Stu Rep, thank you so much for coming in. You're always a regular and you're always welcome. Right, so now it's shout out time. What we're going to do, there you go. Head over to blackroseelixirs.com. Have you got the Vape Hut one as well? Hey, the greatest vaping experience. Make sure, there we go. Vapehutmalden.co.uk. Go grab yourself some Cloud9 cotton and some Black Rose Elixir liquids. My favorite is Black Bess. I love a bit of Black Bess. Faust is also amazing. Carmella, I wasn't sure of, but in a Boro, it hits that spot. It does the goodness. Just got the QP Snow Cotton in the Voorhees Boro. Haven't tried it yet though. There's no. I'm always keen to learn about some different cottons. We got a flyback. Thought I got rid of them. There's one flying around, little bastard. Right, sorry. Shout out time, guys. In chat, anybody you want to shout out, throw it in chat now. And people on the replay, make sure you've got that chat open up. And any links that are coming in, make sure you go over. And before I even do mine, because he chucked it in there straight off the bat, we have Mike Haynes' his charity, Global Acts of Unity. Please, 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 you got a spare 10 minutes? Go on that website and read his story. And then tell me you don't want to help out. Because the people that I know that have read that story have been in tears from reading it. So please go over and give Mike Haynes some love. And he only sells Cloud Cartel coils as well. So you can go and grab yourself a pair over there, because if I don't have it, Phil might have it. And you may get it a bit cheaper than me. Yeah, you little shit. It's fucking Blue Bottle's back. I had to shout out my man Mike Haynes. He's definitely an absolute legend. My first shout out is it's going to be my son Cairo. He's not with me this week. He's at his nan's house. But every show that I'm on, he always watches maybe the first 10 minutes before he goes to bed. So if they're upstairs, she puts it on the TV for him so he can watch. So just want to give a shout out to my little man. And hello, Cairo. Missing you. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. So go pick you up. So my first shout out is my little man. I'm going to shout him out again because he's an absolute fucking legend. That is Mr. Chris Doyle. This man is the nicest bloke, one of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet. And he's always out there throwing out those links for everybody, even when he's not asked. And the stream isn't the same without Chris in chat. So a massive shout out and a thank you to Chris. A massive shout out to my main man, Birdie. He gets a shout out every show. And my main man, Tribal Buddha. And we've got one more shout out. I'm going to shout out something a bit different this week. I don't know why. I want to shout out. He doesn't need a shout out. I want to shout out Jack Black because I found my old Tenacious D album that I bought many, many moons again. And that stuff is still fucking funny as fuck. I was listening to it on the way to work, singing Kickapoo, and it brought me a lot of nostalgia of listening to it with my mates having a giggle. So that is my shout out to Jack Black for making my childhood fucking hilarious with some amazing songs, and he's extremely talented. So that was a bit of a different one, but it just brought back that car ride to work. Just fucking, I was in hysterics. I still realise that I remembered every word to that whole fucking album. Cock push-ups, hilarious. So, guys, if you haven't listened to it since you was a kid, listen to the self-titled Tenacious D album and just fucking have a laugh, mate. I was in stitches. So they are my my little shout-outs. Right. So we come to the end of the show. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. We're going to do that thing we've been doing every show, which I quite enjoy doing. It is reading from the Little Book of Wisdom. So let's run my little video. Fuck, that was really short. See you later, Birdie. Love to you and the family. So what we do is we take the book and I just flick it and we just stop. And I just read the first thing that's on the page. Thankfully, I dog-eared the pages that I've already read, so hopefully we don't get no repeats. And this one's called The Root of All Problems. Anger, attachment, jealousy, hatred. These are the real enemies. That is it. If that little statement helps you in any way, shape, or form, I'm happy. If it makes you think, I'm happy. If it done nothing for you, like Duchess, and you just laugh, well, then I'm happy. So it's just something I've decided to do. And sometimes there's little gems in there that make you think. So that's the ending thought of the show. Right, guys, I won't take up any more of your Friday night. Thank you to everybody in chat for staying the whole way through. Thank you to all you guys on the repeat for standing by me. And thank you for making this show what it is. If it wasn't for, I know people say it, if it wasn't for you guys, this show wouldn't be a thing. This is what I look forward to every week, is my Friday afternoons with you guys for an hour and a half. We get to chat shit, we get to have a laugh, and just forget about everything else. So until next time, people. Oh shit, my mouse has gone a bit mental. Until next time, if you can't be good, just be honest. See you later.